No extravagant bounce.
There's a life, and Derek Murray, the one going across in front of Slip. I rather sensed that he changed his mind halfway through that movement. And that'll be disappointment for Murray and for Michael Holding. It's got away from Murray. It's a nice shot, in fact, from Graham Gooch. Gooch now goes to double figures. Boycott is 7. Murray was never in with a chance of picking that up. Didn't quite get that. It's good enough to beat Marshall out at extra cover just for the 2 runs. And he's gone. The first wicket down. He tried very hard to get bat and gloves away from that. Almost managed it, and Derek Murray has made up for that bad miss early on when he dropped Boycott. And Graham Gooch has gone for 17. Caught Murray, bowled Roberts. The breakthrough comes at 27. And we're into the 7th over. A clearer picture will be given when we have a look at the shot from the Redcliffe Road end. And in fact, he was never really doing very much with that. Finished up cross-bat stroke. And if it didn't go down there towards Murray, it might just as easily, I suppose, have flown up in the air for Faird Backus at short leg. At 27 for 1 now.
That's a good shot. Over pitch ball, got what it deserved. And just about to beat Backus over the ropes. So something after a lean period at last for the crowd to a decent cheer there for Boycott.
And to see that shot from behind the bowler or mid-off, you saw the full face of the bat hit the half volley off the back foot. He could have hit it off either, and it was 4 all the way.
That's good running, good responding there from Boycott. And up comes the half-century for England. And, it's a very patriotic crowd here. Well, they might be with this England side up against such a strong West Indian combination. 50 for 1. The man out, Gooch. Off spin comes in. Vivian Richards has been called in to bowl from the pavilion end, and Boycott's taking strike. And doesn't mind that in the slightest. Both these shots have been good strokes, but against bad deliveries from Viv Richards. 67 for 1 now, and Joel Garner to bowl from the Redcliffe Road end. Starts with a no ball, but Boycott takes the single anyway.
And these 2 batsmen will be very, very keen now that they see this session out, because England are preparing the basis for a sound first innings, but they mustn't lose another wicket before lunch.
Well, they've done it, and that must have just brushed the outside of the off stump, and it underlines what Mike Smith said just a moment ago about Joel Garner being the man in the West Indies side to swing the ball more than any other. That was a super in-swinger to Chris Tavares. It kept on coming at him after it landed on the seam, and it just hit the outside of the off stump. Well, the shout there is for Court. Gordon Greenidge, the man diving away in front of Clive Lloyd. Umpire at the bowler's end says no. And they're having a word with David Constant as well. It's the outside edge to Woolmer. It won't go to Lloyd. Greenidge comes across. And in fact, it comes out of the hand.
And he's moved one away, and there's a very, very big shout. And Altclair's waited a while, but he's given Boycott out, and Garner struck again. 74 for 3 now, with Boycott going, caught by Murray, off Garner for 36. And that's the man that the West Indies wanted to see the back of. A slight touch, and a little while before Don Osler made his first decision as a Test match umpire. But no question at all that Boycott a little outside edge on that. Holding to start a new over. Again, a lovely shot of this beautiful approach, this lovely rhythmic run-in. But runs here, there's no good bid on Haynes. Having to jog back there, and finally Bob Woolmer gets off the mark. Taking him something around 20 minutes. Runs here for him, pushed lazily, very casually through that mid-off area. So both England batsmen away now and off the mark with a single apiece. There's a friendly ball, leg stump, turned away nicely by Gower. Andy Roberts giving chase, and I must say that normally would before, but this outfield here is a good deal slower today. And so Gower's got to run 3 as Andy Roberts did the chasing. There's a friendly full toss. He's got it away, not possibly where he intended it, but it's racing down to that third man boundary and goes over for 4. Nice little gift there for Bob Woolmer. And then he was a little late on it. The ball sped away between that slip and gully area and brings him 4 runs. 4 runs which take him on to 9 now.
Michael Holding.
And away it goes in the air, but quite safe. Just one man on the offside guarding that cover area. And Gower now goes to 14. Woolmer is 10, and up comes the 100 for England with that stroke away on the offside. Change of angle now from Holding coming around the wicket. Well, he's done it again. Twice Derek Murray has gone across in front of Clive Lloyd, and that may mean tragedy because I think Lloyd's done some really severe damage to his right hand there. I should be very surprised if he hasn't split the webbing between thumb and forefinger.
Change of angle, the neck, and same seeing the keeper half coming across. He just took his hand away. Clive Lloyd unsighted, and the ball crashing into the wrong part of the hand anyway.
Oh, that's a great looking stroke in the end. It's one of those, I'm afraid, where detractors of Gower would have plenty of ammunition had he got an edge to that. No movement of the feet.
No, he's just played that on the up from where he is. I don't remember him really playing quite this cavalier role. He hasn't really been near any of these shots he's played, but he's still there. He's got 19 not out.
Andy Roberts, Test match bowling, needs just one more wicket for 150 in just 33 matches. And he's gone this time. Gordon Greenidge has caught Gower And that's a good bowling change by Richards. Andy Roberts coming on to take over from Michael Holding. And once again, I'm afraid, a slightly firm-footed stroke there from David Gower. And he goes for 20. Caught Greenwich, bowled Roberts. And he's put him down. Gordon Greenwich. You can't have a more straightforward chance than that. It's exactly what Marshall was bowling for. The ball slanting across the batsman.
And I think he thought he'd caught it. And we all thought he'd caught it. It seemed to go in and come out at the very last minute.
Stoic Parry. Just evading Desmond Haynes. He certainly didn't get that one off the middle of the bat, but it's gone fast enough away through extra cover to take both them past Bob Woolmer and to bring up the half-century partnership between this pair. 165 for 4.
So the game really has slowed down in terms of balls bowled.
Well, it's not a bad advertisement, I suppose, for the helmet. Made quite a nasty crack, even so. Quite safe. 37 to both of them now, 176 for 4. But, it could have been a little bit of reaction from both of them there to being hit the ball before. In the air. And right over. Well, that was an eventful over. And Joel Garner's not going to be too pleased with the result of those 6 deliveries.
And both of them had attempted, this is the third time he'd attempted the hook shot, this time the ball at about the right height. And it's just carried for 6. Mind you, the helmet is all very well. He's been hit on the helmet, but the shock waves must surely sort of carry through.
And that's a glorious shot. No half measures about that. Smack in the middle. A beautiful, glorious straight 6 from both of them. Terrific shot, this. Everything right. Look at that follow through, all the strength and weight going into the shot. Glorious straight 6 by both of them. On to 49 now. And that's it. He's done it again. Make 2 out of it very easily and goes on to 51. And Ian Botham continues this tremendous run of success. He's come in once again when England was really struggling, and he's looked once more by far the best player in this England side. Garner still in action. And he's beautifully caught this time. It's a Somerset combination. Botham goes, caught by Richards in the gully, off the bowling of Garner. He's always threatened, of course, to fall in that manner, but it's a disappointment for the good crowd here. Disappointment for England, because Ian Botham had really brought some life to this game. 57 he's made. Caught Richards, bowled Garner, and England on 204 for 5.
That was a lovely stroke. They put Gooch back there just behind square for Vivian Richards to play the hook.
slips Nagelli in for Willis. That's cracked to the offside, and that's all the way 4. No question, when these West Indies boys hit a half volley, it stays hit. And again, wide open spaces through the offside. And races away for 4. And Big Bob can't afford to overpitch anything round about off stump. Oh, very nearly caught. In fact, I know 1 or 2 short legs who might well have snapped that up. Bob Woolmer in there very close. So things not really going England's way here this morning. Oh, it's a beautiful shot. Not one English fielder could move there. Richards dealing in 4s and 3s here this morning. And that's lobbed in the air, and my word, Richards was very, very fortunate there. That could have gone anywhere. Dropped harmlessly between third slip and Gower coming round. Well, it's 4 more. I think John Lever again considered himself slightly unlucky.
Vivian Richards has been pegged down on 37 for almost half an hour. And up comes the 100 for West Indies, with that single to Richards to take him on to 39. There it is, the half century for Vivian Richards. Botham hasn't bowled too much loose stuff, but that was an absolute gift. 53 to Vivian Richards. Well, that's a lovely stroke. Speeding away through mid-wicket there for 4. Great piece of timing, that. 64 now to Richards. He's gone this time. Not might have dropped Kallicharran last over, but this time he's picked up Willis. A great wicket for England. A very good catch by Knott there, away to his right-hand side. Speeding towards first slip Botham. And now it's 165 for 4, with Richards out for 64.
That's a fine way to get off the mark. Perfectly timed, beautifully placed shot by Richards. Just leaning into it. Acts as a count for the boundary. And that's 4 more. Displaying his strength on the onside this time.
I think will be a leg by. Indeed it is. Just flicking Richards' trousers on the way through. And really whistled away over the outfield, even though it was a little cramped for room in the stroke. Now Richards has gone on to 17.
Richards' 4th boundary in the 11th over.
Rubber the green, I suppose, but it's very frustrating for the England players who didn't really have a full share of good luck, I don't think, when they batted. There's the man they so much want to see the back of. Aiming away on the onside and having the ball swirl just out of Gow's reach at point.
The back cut. Willis the fielder, and 2 more to Richards. Another glorious shot, perfectly executed. And the third time, showing the variety of shots, this time through mid-wicket, perfectly controlled all the way along the ground. And to make a change, it's an all-run 4. They'll certainly beat him there. A little bit of laid out swing, and even the great Richards never quite to the pitch. Ball just moving away to beat the outside edge. Richards wanting 2 for another 50. And he's out LBW. That's a great blow struck by Botham. Exactly what England needed. Botham's done it again. Useful ball, just cutting back from outside off stump. He tested him with the away swinger, then brought one back. And Richards goes LBW for 48. Out just 2 runs short of 3,000 runs in Test match cricket.